an ocean. So how do you use it in an ocean?
So yeah, so if you see, we need to show you demo, but just to give you some perspective, there's a layer of water and oil is on top, because oil doesn't submerge in water.
Correct.
So when you put this particular fiber on top of oil, it just absorbs the oil and the water is as it is.
So you went on the ocean with this.
Okay, Dan is showing us how this is done. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
He has a bowl of water. And if you put the magic fiber inside the water, it does not absorb. Maybe couple of droplets, maybe?
no, nothing.
Not
nothing.
even one drop?
Okay,
No,
let
nothing.
me try.
This is
with,
unbelievable, actually.
Let me try with my entire hand going in. Okay.
You will spill water.
You will spill water and on Dan's jacket. Please don't do that.
Actually dipped
Otherwise, you'll need a blow dryer to.
like that. But
Oh,
see,
wow.
it's not never absorbing water.
It is
just on the
not.
surface it sticks, but nothing. Will
This is
absorb.
amazing, yeah?
Wow.
So the idea is that it'll absorb oil, but
Yeah.
it'll not absorb water.
Yeah, exactly.
And this material, where can you put this material?
So just to give you one more application in terms of agriculture, so you in this part of the world, where it is desert and sand, so the groundwater, it just goes to the bottom of the ground. It doesn't, because the sand has that property.
Correct.
So one of the things which we can do is actually layer the sand with this magic fiber.
Okay.
And the groundwater stays up, and that particular sand and that particular top part of the soil can be used for agriculture.
Wow.
So this is changing the whole landscape, whole of this particular country, and creating it can actually be used for farming, because the groundwater you can put it on top.
Nice. Dan?
Yeah, that's right. Yes. So as you saw, it never absorbed water, but actually, air can go through.
Okay.
So it's a
Yeah.
breathable material.
Okay.
So you can also use it for hydroponic farming, which I believe is highly demanded in this region.
Correct.
Yes, and also we have different type of nanofiber which absorbs water a lot.
Okay.
Hydrophilic nanofiber. It's all about how we design, change the diameter, change the structure, then we can target different molecule to absorb or to not absorb. So we can use hydrophobic nanofiber and hydrophilic nanofiber at the same time in greenhouse farming. It can change the whole agriculture.
But you plan to do this at industry level, or you plan to do this at individual levels?
So just to give, so MHAO Group, this is one of the oldest Emirati group in this region, and we have tied up with MTECHX, and this particular JV has come up, and it's called MAOTEX. So what we are going to do, in coming months, we are going to set up a manufacturing plant in Abu Dhabi.
Wow.
So this is what our plan is, and so basically born in Japan, and the manufacturing
And bred in UAE.
made in UAE. That's
right,
that's
yeah.
what we are going to do.
That's right.
So that is the whole.
So tell me something. How long has nanofiber, the concept, been in the market? I mean, in understandings.
Yeah, the nanofiber itself has been known for 20, 30 years. Yeah,
Okay.
and the first nanofiber production method was invented early 2000, but
Okay.
only in laboratory level. But since then, everyone knew that this is going to be a dream material. This can change the world, but no one could commercialize it. So we succeeded on that for 8 years ago.
And in terms of sustainability, how would you say, how sustainable is the product?
Right. Nanofiber, we can create nanofiber from any material. So, of course, we use plastic materials like polypropylene, but we can also use biodegradable material for nanofiber. And we actually already made a sample of a protein-based nanofiber, which we use gelatin as a raw material.
Okay.
And the protein sheet nanofiber is harmless to your body, so you can use it for medical purpose. So not only, cleaning oil or food production, the material itself can be environmental friendly.
As we speak, we got a message from Arpit right now. He's asking Tanweer, do you have a sales team in Dubai? It's a very interesting product.
We are going to set up a sales team. So Dan is there, he's from from the MAOTEX team.
I have
Will
to
be-
say that our company from Japan, typical Japanese company. We only devoted ourselves for R&D, never had a good sales team, but now this merger with the MHAO Group, finally we are ready to expand this product to the world.
In fact, if you have any questions for Dan and Tanweer, they are in the studio right now to talk about magic fiber. 0586861003 या फोन भी कर सकते हैं 808-1003.
Talk 100.3
Continuing our conversation where magic fiber is concerned, I have two gentlemen in the studios. I have Dan and Tanweer, and they have merged together and they're calling their merger MAOTEX. Magic fiber is the product we are talking about, and from the nanofiber production. Now, if you could talk to me, gentlemen, about the usage of this product, not just in agriculture, not just in any specific industry, but overall, how do you see this product evolving in the years to come?
Right, yeah. So first we started from the commercialization of oil absorbent nanofiber, then we go agriculture, let's say coming year. But we also have a nanofiber for building materials, such as heat insulation material, sound absorbent material, all has amazing performance compared to existing products, yeah.
For retail as well? For clothes as
Oh,
well?
yes, clothes we can do as well. You know, imagine if we make clothes of that nanofiber, then you will never get wet, but it's still breathable. So it's going to be very...
And I don't need to iron as well because I hate ironing my clothes.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, let's work on that, yeah. I hate that too.
So one of the things, like again, like the name magic, like one of the things is like this particular product is totally breathable. Like the water can't pass through, but air can easily pass through it. So when you use it for apparel, like just like, so it's not like a typical raincoat or rain gears. So it is like actually breathable.
So the manufacturing unit is going to be set up in Abu Dhabi, and
Yes,
this
that's
will
right.
take some time to set up.
Well, yeah, maybe like 6 months or something like that.
And the production will start immediately?
Yes, immediately. Yeah, because we already have a production in Indonesia, so we know what to do. Yeah, it's just about building machines in Japan and transporting to the Abu Dhabi. Takes a few months.
So here we're talking about a change, a shift in mindset where industries are concerned from the regular norms that they are practicing, the regular kind of practices in the market. How do you think this shift is going to be welcomed in the market?
I think like if you see like the app, just talking about the application and the impact with this particular product is going to have on overall climate, it's like tremendous. So I think like application and the impact on climate, this coming together, it will have I think it should be welcomed by the industry.
In terms of investment in the product, obviously when you approach, you'll have a sales team approaching your client and talking to them about the product. What according to you should be the selling points of your product when your sales team is approaching a client?
That's actually very simple, because nanofiber production only we can do at the moment in the world. So we don't have competitor for this. Yeah, and nanofiber product has such a high, let's say, performance than other products. So and it's not, you know, opening new market. It's replacing existing products to nanofiber.
Right.
So it's nothing complicated.
So it's a monopoly that you'll have now.
It's a very
That's right,
like a lot of research has gone into it. A lot of
Right.
scientific research from different universities. In fact, UAE universities.
How many years?
Yeah, like I think more than like 8 years.
Our company's 80 years. Yeah.
Wow.
So the research has, a lot of research has gone in, and like it is a patented technology. It is like a lot of confidential scientific research has gone into it. So it, and the nearest competitor, like which is in Japan, it like
They're
just
nowhere closer to you.
Yeah, just to give you some perspective, that 1 gram of nanofiber can absorb 50 gram of oils.
Wow.
So 50 times more. So you can imagine like what is it?
Superb,
This
yeah.
is
Magic fiber. Can I
amazing.
make a carpet out of it so that I can make a magic carpet out of it?
Magic carpet. Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah. So there.
So I can fly anywhere I want.
Yeah. Let's
No,
try.
gosh. So how long did when the technology was out, how was it received in Japan?
Okay, in Japan. So we started actual installment of our technology for oil spills happened in Japan, and that day Japan's Coast Guard used our nanofiber, magic fiber, and they collected 50,000 liters of oil in 1 week using our nanofibers, and it saved people's livelihood and environment, but also it saved the refinery who was responsible for the oil spill, because they didn't have to pay the damage compensation and everything. So it was big contribution we could do in Japan, and we received Minister of Environment award. But actually right after that, COVID hit Japan and everything stopped. Tokyo was in lockdown, and that was the reason we looked for overseas market and opportunities, and we found Dubai.
Right. So Dubai is the first country you're venturing out to, or you have?
No, actually not, because we already set up our plant in Indonesia. So Asian countries, we already had some branch and offices, yes.
Okay.
But that was mostly for just production, not for sales and marketing.
Okay, so UAE will be the first one for sales
Yes.
and marketing?
Yes,
Exactly, yeah.
And
exactly.
you will operate from here and then distribute to the world?
Yes, that's absolutely right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Super plans, yeah? Tanveer, yeah.
Yeah, so we are already at COP28, and like the kind of response. So whoever come like at our booth, like they have a terrific response. They are saying that this is the
This
product.
is mind blowing.
This is the product which we want right now.
Right.
And so
Oh,
we have
nice.
got investors from US who want to invest in the company. Like,
Can I also join your company as a freelance?
Higher.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But this is
beautiful.
the way forward, I think. You know,
Yeah.
you're talking about sustainability. You're talking about, and you've launched, the merger has happened at the perfect time during COP28. You know, it
Exactly.
is it is on display for the world to take notice of what Japan and the UAE are doing. But anything in the future that you anticipate that, you know, maybe a product that is running somewhere in your mind that you feel will create a different niche in the market? Something.
Different, yeah. Well, okay. So, let's say opening first plant in Abu Dhabi, but then we believe this technology can, how do you say this? Bring new industry
Okay.
to new region. So UAE, of course, I believe that as a country aiming to be technology-driven country,
Correct.
and we believe that nanofiber technology can contribute to that country policy. But from UAE, of course, GCC and Africa, North Africa, all those regions, we can bring our nanofiber technology, set up a plant, and that can help the local economy. That can create a new industry in those countries. And with the local engineers, we can invent new application of nanofiber, because nanofiber is not, let's say, one technology. It's a basic technology for any nano diameter fiber application. So we
Right.
can come up with hundreds or thousands of inventions and application from our nanofiber.
So, as you mentioned agriculture, as you mentioned oil and gas, as you mentioned retail, are there any more applications we can use in different industries?
Oh yes. Medical.
Medical.
Yeah. And also
What will the use in medical be for?
Oh, imagine this oil absorbent nanofiber, as Tanweer said, 1 gram, 50 grams oil.
Huh.
But we can do blood absorbent nanofiber as well.
Wow.
We already have sample in Japan. We are partnered with Tokyo Medical and Dental University. We did a test in their lab. So you can use it in the surgery or in let's say maybe combat kit for the soldiers.
Okay.
It can stop bleeding. It can absorb blood, and it never trips after absorbing the blood.
Absorbing.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So and also, well, this is very technical, but regenerative medicine, we can use nanofiber because we have a protein-based nanofiber,
Right.
which is a perfect cultivation medium for stem cells. We can cultivate stem cell on the nanofiber and place it in the body because it's harmless to human body because it's protein sheet,
Right.
and the stem cell can heal your affected area, wound, anything like
This
that.
is
So this is
amazing.
a game changer.
Yeah,
then.
Can you
Yeah,
keep this
yeah.
sample here and
use it?
definitely give it for us so that we explore more about it?
Definitely.
Yeah, let's
We'll do
sign
that.
some contract. Yeah.
No, but in terms of technology, obviously, you know, Japan has been leading it from the forefront. Where do you anticipate technology taking the lead forward, also with AI being drawn into the picture?
Oh, AI.
And technology
Yeah.
and nanofiber.
Right,
and
right.
Vision.
Okay. So Japan, yes, we have so many innovations.
Right.
But the thing is, Japan is a very unique country. It's almost like a different planet. Yeah. Well, I am half Japanese, half Swedish. I was raised in Japan, but I feel Japan a great country, but sometimes difficult for the people outside to know what's going on in Japan.
Right.
So,
I've heard there are a lot of good restaurants, Indian restaurants in Japan.
Oh
Have you
yeah.
tried? Have
You-
you tried them?
Oh, of course, my favorite tandoori chicken, and, butter chicken curry. That's my favorite.
Tanveer,
in
have you
Japan.
treated him to tandoori chicken
I
and
have
butter chicken?
invited him a lot, like, but because of this COP28 and back to back,
No
like,
time.
Yeah. So we are like after this COP28, we are planning for that.
Super. Please don't come up with any new technology for
Yeah.
tandoori chicken.
We keep it as it is.
Tanveer, any last words before you leave?
No, so so just wanted to say that like we are very proud of this particular JV with MTECHX and coming up with MAOTEX. So and Mohammed Harib Al Utaiba has been in this region for almost more than 75 years with brands like Bosch, Avis, and other things. And we look forward for this particular JV also. I'm very sure that it's going to grow.
It's going to be a super success. We can actually feel it right now. Dan, Before you leave, you want to tell everyone
Yeah.
anything about Magic Fiber, about your company?
Right. Okay. So, everyone, I think soon next year, our product you will see at somewhere in your life, and maybe 5 years, 10 years later, nanofiber you will see everywhere in our lives. And we really hope this technology can contribute to improve the quality of our lives.
We wish you all the very best, gentlemen, and thank you for bringing such a product to the UAE. We're looking forward to, having more and more industries talk about it. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
So much.
Talk 100.3. Fun Asia Events.